Hello everybody, welcome back to the Manchester United Football Manager 2022 series. Today, we're facing Wolfsburg in the first leg of our Champions League first knockout round. It's going to be a huge game. We want a good result away from home. We'll then follow that up with a game against Leicester City at Old Trafford as we continue to try and maintain our brilliant Premier League form. We're on course to win the title this season. And now we are into February. The January transfer window is now closed. We have made a huge signing. You can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail of today's episode. It's a big one. And for you guys that have been enjoying the series, I think it's going to mean that we have to do a second season. Yes, we have signed Kylian Mbappe. He's not at the club at this moment in time. He's going to let his contract finish at PSG, and then he will join us for free. There is no transfer fee involved in this for a player that is worth between 73 and 105 million pounds. Now, it won't let me show you his contract. We'll have to do that when he actually gets to the club. But yeah, he's on quite a big one of something like 375k a week. He's actually on less than what he is at PSG, but he's turned down clubs such as Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Manchester City to come to Old Trafford for next season. I cannot wait to get him in this side. So as always, guys, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, if you're looking forward to a Season 2, please drop a like on today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new for more Football Manager 2022 content. So as I said, guys, the transfer window is now closed, and we did take a few loans out in the January transfer window. Nobody further into the club, but a few have gone out. So we've got Ziverski, who has gone out on... Has he gone out on loan? No, he went for 21k. Charlie Wellens has moved out to Middlesbrough on a permanent. Hannibal, who I want to keep at the club, really looking forward to using him. He's gone to get some Premier League experience at Brentford for the rest of this season on loan. We've sold Logan Pye, 18 years old, left-sided defender. Just didn't think he was going to make it. He's gone Sheffield United for 350k. Bjorn Hardley has gone out on loan to Venlo for the season. We've sold this guy as well, the goalkeeper whose name I cannot even say. And we've also sold Edison Cavani to Arsenal for 1.5 million. Now, he's 35 years old now. He wasn't playing that much for us this season. So I thought, do you know what? Let's get him out of the club. He was on an absolutely massive wage as well. And I just didn't think that we were going to keep him here for another season. We needed to get the money in for him. Our finances aren't fantastic at the moment. We're going to have to wait until the summer transfer window to see if we can sign anybody else. And of course, we've got those ridiculous clauses at the moment, which means that if we win the Premier League, we have to pay West Ham 30 million for Declan Rice, and we have to pay him another 30 million if we win the Champions League. So money could be tight at the moment, but Cavani was on a massive wage, so he goes to Arsenal with our best wishes. Now, in terms of the games off camera, we haven't been too bad. We had a little bit of a dodgy start to January. Of course, in the last episode, we beat Chelsea by 2-0 and Tottenham by 1-0. We then lost our first game in the Premier League. The Invincibles is over. We lost 3-1 against Everton, who are having a shocking season, but they went 2-0 ahead of us. Gonzalez with a penalty in the 21st minute. Richarlison in the 39th. Bruno Fernandes pulled one back to give us a bit of hope, but Richarlison struck again. We did beat Manchester City, our local rivals, in the FA Cup third round, though. A really tough draw for us, this one. An own goal from Zinchenko in the 37th minute got us through that one. We won, where are we? We're against Newcastle. We drew 1-1 against Newcastle. Ryan Fraser getting an equaliser for them after Cristiano Ronaldo had given us the lead. So more points dropped in the Premier League. We took 1 point from 6, which has meant that other teams have managed to reduce our lead at the top of the table. But poor old Watford, we beat them 10-1 at Old Trafford. A double hat-trick in this one. Bruno Fernandes scoring a hat-trick, and Anthony Martial also scoring a hat-trick as well. Donny van de Beek got on the score sheet. Paul Pogba got a double, and Marcus Rashford got a goal in stoppage time as well. Burnley, rock bottom of the league, only 4 points on the board at this stage. were beaten 3-0. Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford for the goals in that one. And then we safely made it through to the FA Cup 5th round as we dispatched Brighton by 3-0 at Old Trafford. 2 from Cristiano Ronaldo and 1 from Rafael Varane. A good 4-1 away victory against Chelsea. Bruno Fernandes again with a double. Paul Pogba and Cristiano Ronaldo getting the goals for us in that one. And then we completely rotated the side for the Saturday game against Norwich, which I've just played. Juan Mata got the winner for us just before half-time, winning that game by 1-0. Like I said, completely rotated the side because I've got this Wolfsburg game in mind today. I want a good result as well as the game against Leicester, so I wanted to keep everybody fresh. So Premier League table-wise, we remain top. We are 6 points ahead of Liverpool. We're 11 points ahead now of Arsenal. So the title race with 12 games to go comes down pretty much to 2 teams, Manchester United and Liverpool. If we continue to win, it's going to be a good season for us. Man City sat in 4th. They are well out of it. Leicester, Chelsea and Tottenham vying for European spots along with Brighton. Newcastle are doing all right. They've spent quite a little bit of money. Burnley have got another point. They're on now on 5 at rock bottom of the table. They are pretty much relegated. No wins in 26 games for Burnley. And Sean Dyche is still in charge. Wow. But what I did want to look at are some of the numbers that we're posting this season. 26 games in. We've won 22, drawn 3 and lost 1. We've scored 77 goals in the Premier League. That's absolutely ridiculous. 12 of those have come against Watford. 8 against West Ham, only conceding 15 goals, 3 of those coming against Everton, a couple against Palace, Watford and Newcastle, so we can be a bit sloppy at times, but the goal difference plus 62. And goals-wise, we have got people in double figures. It's ridiculous. Cristiano Ronaldo is now on 24 for the season, Bruno Fernandes 14, Anthony Martial 13, Mason Greenwood on 10, Marcus Rashford has got 8, he was injured for half the season, even Donny van de Beek with 7. So they are all doing incredibly well. Bruno Fernandes is our architect as well. 16 assists for him. 8 from Donny van de Beek. 7 from Wan-Bissaka and Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody is doing incredibly. And people are getting some decent game time as well. You know, even like Scott McTominay's got 10 games. Most are in double figures. Juan Mata's come off the bench 10 times. Started 9 games. He's still doing it, Juan Mata. 3 goals as well in his 9 starts. I like him. I like him a lot. So let's get into our first game today then. It's Wolfsburg away in the Champions League. They are 2nd in the Bundesliga at the moment. Nowhere near Bayern Munich, who are absolutely going to walk the league. But this is still going to be an incredibly big test for us. Let's have a look at the starting 11 that I'm going to put out there that will hopefully do the business. De Gea starts in goal, Shaw, Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka at the back. Paul Pogba and Declan Rice in midfield. Rashford on the left, Mason Greenwood on the right. I'm thinking about Mason Greenwood's 10 goals. He's the one that is starting over Jadon Sancho today. Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo. On the bench, Telles, Dalot, Lindelof, McTominay, Mata, Sancho, Martial, Van de Beek, Bailly, Fred and Dean Henderson. Let's get into the first game of today. Fingers crossed for a good result in this first leg. Now, I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think away goals even count double in the Champions League this season. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We're on a fantastic run of form. We want a good result in Germany today to take back to Old Trafford. It's pretty much my strongest 11 that I'm putting out there. Maybe the first chance of the game. Here is Bruno Fernandes into Pogba, and then he goes all the way back to Harry Maguire. We've been on such a good run lately, so I really want that to continue today as we pass the ball around pretty nicely at the back, but we don't want any mistakes. Maguire looks out wide towards Mason Greenwood, who will keep it in. Can he find a cross into the box? He does. He's looking for Ronaldo, and it's blazed over the top. Now, of course, we're at that stage in the Champions League now where every game is going to be incredibly difficult. If we get through this, we'll be into the quarterfinals. It's actually been a very quiet game, but we could get an opportunity. Here's Marcus Rashford now, looking to run through the middle. Gets tackled, but luckily for us, drops to Declan Rice. Cristiano Ronaldo is in. Cristiano Ronaldo hits the post, and the danger will be cleared. 2 really good chances for Ronaldo in this game. So I'm just telling the boys not to lose faith at the moment. We've created the chances and we should be able to get ourselves a goal. Interestingly, just going back to Cristiano Ronaldo, he's only missed about 4 or 5 Premier League games this season. And he came to me a couple of games ago when I was resting him, moaning about the game time that he's received so far. So he just wants to play every single game, bless him. And we could be in here. Here's Mason Greenwood, gets himself into the penalty area. Ball whips in. Fernandes is there. Great block by the defender. Rashford is there. Bruno Fernandes will have another go. Mason Greenwood hits it. It's not going to go in at this moment in time. Here's Paul Pogba. Back towards Declan Rice again. And Wan-Bissaka gets tackled though. And Arnold brings it away for Wolfsburg. Right, let's make a change. 25 minutes to go. We're going to take off Marcus Rashford, who's looking a little bit tired. We'll play Jadon Sancho from the left-hand side and just see if he can create anything. Right, corner. Bruno Fernandes is going to take it, whipping in. Cleared by Weghorst at the back. Back towards Bruno Fernandes once again. His cross gets blocked, and it will be brought away by Wolfsburg. Are they going to hit us on the counter-attack? They've created absolutely nothing today, but Luke Shaw nips in and drives forward. He's got Mason Greenwood on this right-hand side. Declan Rice is there, and he fires wide. I'm starting to think about other changes, but I'm not quite sure who should be coming on and off at this moment in time. We're going to take off Luke Shaw, and we're going to bring on Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes is a bit tired. I think we'll just leave everybody else as they are. Wan-Bissaka's doing okay, but we've got about 12 minutes to go in this game to try and grab ourselves a winner. It's not the end of the world if we don't win. Here's Bruno Fernandes with a corner, though. Whipped in, looking for Maguire, and it goes over the top. We've just not been on target today. And that is going to be it. A 0-0 draw in the first leg. And like I said, I don't think the away goals count double. I think we should be okay. We'll get these to Old Trafford. We've absolutely dominated the game at their place. I think we can still go through. Real Madrid winning their first leg against Inter Milan by 3-2. So up next then, it's Leicester City at Old Trafford. They sit in 5th place in the Premier League table at the moment. They are having a decent season. And this is the lineup that we're going with. 3 changes from the team that drew 0-0 against Wolfsburg. De Gea will start in goal. Alex Telles starts at fullback along with Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. Donny van de Beek will replace a Declan Rice, who's got a slight knock at this moment, so he's not going to feature today, alongside Paul Pogba. Rashford on the left. Jadon Sancho comes in for Mason Greenwood, and then, of course, Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's get into the second game of today. We want to keep this title charge marching on. 6 points ahead at the top at the moment. We want to maintain that today. Now, of course, Leicester are an extremely good side. We cannot afford to take them for granted today. So this is a big fixture for us. Like I said, 6 points ahead at the top. We can move that to 9 as we do play before Liverpool. Here's Alex Telles with a ball in. Cleared by Fofana, but only as far as Marcus Rashford. Wan-Bissaka will bring this one back. We do well at Old Trafford, so I'm always confident that we can get a win here. That's why I'm confident about going through against Wolfsburg. Here's Bruno Fernandes, gets into the penalty area, goes back to Pogba rather than crossing. Here's Jadon Sancho. Can he turn his man? Goes for Wan-Bissaka instead. He's brought down. That should be a penalty. It's a very tight call, but we'll see what happens on VAR. And it is a penalty. It's been awarded. Cristiano Ronaldo is going to step up and take this. If he scores, I think it will be his 25th goal of the season. Puts it away. How many goals is that for Ronaldo? 25th of the season. What a player. What a player. I'm definitely going to be keeping him here next year. I think him up there with Kylian Mbappe, it's going to be a phenomenal side for Season 2. Leicester are not going to lay down, though. They're going to be looking to try and get an equaliser as soon as possible. And they've got the ball at the back with Soyuncu. The Turk, who's a decent player for them, is James Justin. These two are just going to ping it around between them at the moment. But they've got that creativity with Yuri Tielemans. They've got Jamie Vardy in there as well, but we've nicked it off him. Here is Marcus Rashford, tries to get the ball over the top to Ronaldo, but Paul Pogba brings it back under control again. Lovely play from us off the top of the crossbar from Fernandes. Free kick now for us. Paul Pogba whips in. Rashford is there, and he hits the post this time. Are we going to regret missing some of these chances? We've had some real opportunities in the first half to get a 2 or 3 goal lead. Here's Jadon Sancho now for United. Goes back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's not got much support, so he goes inside to Paul Pogba from that deep line playmaker role. Marcus Rashford back to Pogba again. Rashford is in. Rashford squeezes it into the corner for his 9th goal of the season. Remember, he's been injured for a lot of the first part of the year. He didn't get back in the side until about October, but this is a lovely finish from him. Great little bit of interplay between Rashford and Pogba. Nice ball through. Thought it was a tight angle, but he's got the goal almost at half-time. Can we find ourselves a third? Here is Rafa Varane now. Wide to Jadon Sancho, who's had a good game. Bruno Fernandes into the goal scorer. Rashford. Ronaldo's there, and somehow he's blazed it wide. Well, there's going to be one more highlight before half-time, and Bruno Fernandes has got Leicester on the hop a little bit here. Is Donny van der Beek. Ball whipped in, and it's just wide again. So a really good first half. Can we replicate that in the second? Leicester have only had 1 attempt at goal, which was off target. We need to find a third. Here's Alex Telles. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline for us. Telles whips the ball in. Rashford's there. Donny van der Beek is there. And it's just wide of Kasper Schmeichel's goal once again. We'll think about making some substitutions soon on the hour, but it's attack after attack for Man United. Look at Varane getting all the way forward. Goes for a shot. Blazes it over. Varane wants a bit of action. Right, so we've already taken off Alex Telles for Luke Shaw. Let's take off Marcus Rashford and bring on Anthony Martial. And I think the other player we'll take off is Bruno Fernandes for Juan Mata. This game should be in the bag with 15 minutes to go. And there we have it. A 2-0 victory. Comfortably 9 points ahead at the top of the Premier League. I'm just going to say to the boys, nice work, everybody. That was very good. We'll have to see what Liverpool do. Whether we'll have a look in today's episode or not, we'll check when their fixture is. So Liverpool aren't in the late kickoff. They do play the following day, though, away against Chelsea, which is a tough game. We'll wind on to that, and we'll see how the result comes out. Our next game, which I'm going to play off camera, is the FA Cup 5th round against Newcastle United. I really want to do well in the FA Cup. It's something that I've only ever won once or twice in all the football managers that I've played. Right, here we go then. Can Chelsea do us a favour? Even a draw would be a fantastic result at Stamford Bridge for us, but a Chelsea win would be excellent. Liverpool do it though. 3-1. Mo Salah with a double, and Mane as well. Cuts that lead back down to 6 points at the top of the Premier League table. But do you know what? With 11 games to go, a 6-point lead, I'm very happy. Very happy indeed. We do still have to play Liverpool at some point and Manchester City. In fact, that's going to be the next episode. We're going to have the second leg against Wolfsburg in the Champions League. Liverpool at Anfield, a place where we won't seal the title, but we could make some great strides towards it, providing that we can beat West Ham and Arsenal in our Premier League games. But guys, thank you so much for watching today. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe for more Football Manager content going forwards, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.